By giving Ukraine more weapons, we can make Putin realize he cannot get what he wants by force, and make it so costly that he will have to accept Ukraine has a sovereign democratic right to persist as a sovereign democratic nation. The paradox is that the more weapons for Ukraine we are able to deliver, the more likely it is that we can reach a peace and end to the war.
Well, let's get more on this now from Glenn Alexander Crowther, who is a senior fellow at the Centre for European Policy Analysis in Washington, D.C. And what impact and influence do these words from the outgoing NATO Secretary General have right now?
Well, Secretary Stoltenberg has been super influential. He's been in the position for 10 years, from the Russian illegal annexation of Crimea up until today. And so he has been really at the forefront of ensuring the NATO countries support Ukraine. He's also been in the forefront of cooperation with the European Union, ensuring that they do as well, working with the leadership, the Commission there.
What are your concerns as we head into the US election season? We don't know if a non-friendly disposition to Ukraine will be in the White House. And if that happens, where do you see the support for Ukraine and also the support for NATO?
Stoltenberg, one of his 5 things that he identified as being super important is we must never take the bond between Europe and North America for granted. So he's certainly well aware of that. He had to manage Trump. Mark Rutte is ready in case Donald Trump becomes the president of the United States. Apparently, they have good relations already. Rutte was the prime minister from 2010 to 2024, so he's very experienced at the supranational level. Trump has said that he wants everybody to pay 2%. That they all agreed to that in Wales in 2014, and the NATO says everybody's going to, the NATO average is going to be 2%. There's still a couple of countries that don't pay 2%. But the more countries that do that, they will assuage, I believe, Donald Trump.
Again, over the past few months, and especially over the past few weeks, the use of long-range missiles by Ukraine deep into Russia, that was just non-stop in the headlines. Where does that stand right now? And we heard Jens Stoltenberg saying that it was up to each country to decide.
The Prime Minister of the United Kingdom and the President of the United States met earlier this week to discuss it. And so what I'm hearing from the Jungle Telegraph is that they're expecting any day now to authorize the Ukrainians to do this. I agree. The French, the UK, us are all providing long-range munitions to Ukraine, and honestly, it should be up to the country that provides those munitions on their rules of engagement.
Glenn, always great to get your analysis and thoughts. Thank you very much indeed for your time today. Glenn Alexander Crowther, appreciate it.